Women in their 30s have been diagnosed with breast cancer over the years and are now using the month of October to beef up the awareness on this #1 killer among Bahamian women. As we continue our Breast Cancer Survivor series, we talk to an extremely vocal young woman who has become the face of a commercial by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, hoping to encourage women to get tested.
So they cut my breasts and they left it open for weeks. And I watched my breasts just swell and swell. It was like a hard golf ball underneath my armpit.
37-year-old and mother of 3, Reka Cargill knows the excruciating sting of breast cancer all too well. She lost her mother and grandmother months apart in 2006, and 2 years later, she lost 2 of her aunts to the disease. The 5-year breast cancer survivor says their battles, along with overwhelming support from other relatives, gave her the motivation she needed to get through the ordeal.
When I was diagnosed in 2012, it was no surprise to me because I've seen it go down the line of my family. But I was not discouraged at all. I had a great support system. My children, the Woodside family, have to say thank you to the Woodside family, Barabbas in the tribe. They were my nurturers when I was going through breast cancer.
For survivors like Reka, undergoing chemotherapy can be good, bad, and sometimes ugly. However, she says those treatments and changing her lifestyle had a very positive outcome.
I had chemotherapy, and the chemotherapy, it did a miraculous job because I went from they said late stage 3, and I went from stage 3 to nothing. It's like the cancer just vanished. It started off in my left breast and in my lymph nodes underneath my armpits, and after I think about 3 or 4 doses of chemo, there was nothing there.
But the cancer returned, and Reka had to make one of the biggest decisions of her life. And in spite of that decision, she says her annual checkups and taking better care of her body continued.
In my right breast, actually the beginning of last year, and at the same time my father was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and I had my breast, I was like, you know what, we don't even need to go through chemotherapy or radiation, just take it off. So I removed both of my breasts.